What's up, y'all? So one of the most requested videos that I do while I'm over here is a Chinese takeaway, a cheeky one. And there was a feud a while back, actually. Chinese takeaway in Britain versus, American style Chinese takeout. And it became this thing, I don't know. Let me just tell you, there's some weird things in this order. This is $100 worth of Chinese takeaway. And I got 10 or 11 things, and we got the whole list right here. But let me tell you what, it was kind of difficult to match up to $100. It wasn't hard getting to the mark. I actually had to erase some things that I wanted to get, but I just didn't want to go over the budget here. I didn't want to go too crazy. Let me tell you what, right off the bat, this bag, this is the biggest Chinese takeaway bag I've ever seen in my life. Let me just set this up real quick and I'll show you what I'm working with. The containers are different, regular, cardboard containers here. And we also have just plastic containers like this. All right, here's everything out on the table. This is gonna be leftovers for days. This is insane. Geez. There might be some things that you recognize, might be some things that you don't recognize. I tried to get a little bit of a mixer so I could, try some things I've never heard about and try some things that I do know about, so I can compare and contrast it. So, wow, dude, wow. All right, right off the bat, we have crispy aromatic duck. I got a quarter serving. Here's the duck. It comes with these little pancake wrappers that you can wrap them up with, along with this stuff. Looks like cucumbers and maybe green onion shavings. And to top that off, we have some kind of maybe hoisin sauce. Next up, we got sweet and sour chicken balls. These things are huge. I was really debating whether I should get sweet and sour chicken or sweet and sour chicken balls, and I decided to go with the balls. Although they're not really shaped like balls, but, well, there are 10 of them in that bag, and the sweet and sour sauce is right over here. Next up, one big ass crispy spring roll. That is the largest spring roll I've ever seen in my damn life. We also got a plain main, aka plain chow mein. Here's my other kind of starchy carb. We got egg fried rice. And I mean, we're talking like large amounts. Both this and I believe the chow mein both came in large sizes, and the only options for sizes were large. So next up, chicken and sweet corn soup. That looks pretty good, actually. I didn't know what to think about it. I've never heard of sweet corn soup at a Chinese restaurant, but it looks like egg drop soup, something that I'm used to. This I've never heard of. They call this deep fried shredded beef, but it looks absolutely fire, to be honest with you. And we had to get some spare ribs. That's the one thing that I heard from multiple people. That's sitting over here, but I'll be honest, I was expecting something a little bit different. I wasn't expecting all the vegetables mixed in. These are salt and chili spare ribs. I heard a lot about salt and pepper ribs, and originally I was thinking salt and pepper as in like the seasonings of salt and pepper, but maybe it's the same thing. And when they say salt and pepper, it's like salt and like chili peppers, so salt and chilies. I'm not really sure, but that'll be interesting to investigate. Never had ribs at a Chinese place, I don't think. Next up, we have prawn toast. Never seen this, never heard about it. And I think it's actually deep fried. So there's some kind of prawn and sesame seeds on there, and then they like deep fry it or something. Beats me, man. I have really no idea what to expect with that. And then last but not least, what the chips with curry sauce. That's right, at a Chinese restaurant. This is a staple at Chinese restaurants over here. Chips or fries with curry sauce. We also have these prawn crackers. These were a free add-on. Usually they were like $4 or something, but if you spend over 15 pounds, they give you a free add-on to these. They have snacks similar to this in Korea. So I think I know what these taste like. No fortune cookie. I think this is what you get instead. So pretty good little selection here. I know there's gonna be people saying, oh, you should have got that, or you shouldn't have gotten that, or whatever, but it is what it is. This place has 188 food items on it. So very vast menu, I can't get everything. That's why I had to set a limit. They also give me 4 spoons and 4 forks, although 0 chopsticks. So I don't know what to do. Let's start with the chow mein here. Short noodles. Very short. Going in. Okay. Here's our chow mein. This is one of those that I expected to basically taste like something that I'm familiar with. Same flavor. Don't get me wrong. It's mighty fine. It's hot. It's flavorful. Just the right amount of MSG. They're really hitting. Really hitting the spot. That's really good. That's really good. How much was that? £7.60. Good stuff though, and a good amount. So far, so good. Let me go ahead and try one of these salt and pepper ribs here, or salt and chili ribs. So they cut them into these little guys here. I'm looking for tenderness, I'm looking for flavorfulness, but I'll be honest, I'm almost looking for the texture. I know it's gonna be pretty good, tasty, but I hope it's not too chewy or, you know, whatever, going in. Yo. That's a real nice texture. I'll just say, they should have this on American Chinese food restaurant menus. Maybe they do. To be fair, I haven't had Chinese food in America for over 10 years. I've had it a few times in Korea, and I've had a lot of Korean style Chinese food. And so maybe, you know, I was just stuck when I was in America and able to eat Chinese food in America, only ordering the same things. I would get stuff like orange chicken, wontons, fried rice, of course. We'd get egg drop soup. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever even seen ribs, but I'm for damn sure if I did, we never ordered them. So first time trying ribs, nice experience. One thing I will say though, is that I would have almost liked to see this one served up like the crispy beef with less of the vegetables, you know what I mean? There's a lot of vegetables in there. And the fact that these have bones in them. So if they're boneless, that's one thing. You can just, you know, grab and go. But the fact that they do have bones, it's like some parts will be taken out and eaten with their hands, and then other, like the vegetable parts, can be going back to a fork. Really nice flavor. This dish right here tastes a little bit more Chinese than the flavors that you would get in an American Chinese restaurant. And that comes from pure ignorance because I've never actually been to China, but it just has, you know what I mean? Maybe you don't. That being said, what is going on here? Curry chips. What's going on with these, man? Don't get me wrong. I really do like the combo. And dare I say, these are better curry chips than the curry chips I had when I got the fish and chips. That was a little bit different. I had to dip the chips into the curry sauce. And this is just one amalgam, so I can just kind of go in. The curry, to me, it's an indistinct curry flavor. It doesn't taste like Indian curry or Thai curry or Japanese curry, whatever, you know, just like a curry, you know. Not spicy, but this is good, man. Would I ever think about ordering this when I'm ordering Chinese? Nah, never. Would I take it for free? Yeah. Would I get it myself? No. I think this would go better for me with other things. I could just eat this on its own. That's good. Zero Chinese flavor. It's just a weird thing. Like, why do you have that on Chinese restaurants menus here? Still got a long way to go. Next up, the, what is this? Deep fried shredded beef. Never heard of such a thing. I'm sorry guys, usually I would try to give you a better like close up of everything, but we got too much going on in this video. So we got little kind of, it is basically what you would think it was. I didn't know if it was gonna be tossed in a, like a sauce, but it appears that it is. It appears to be crispy. Okay, I think I need a few bites of this to really figure it out. So far, just initial reaction, not as big of a fan of this as everything else so far. I think some of that has to do with the sauce. Also, some of it has to do with, I mean, I don't taste much, if any, beef in there at all. Is there actually beef in here? If there is, it's the thinnest hair shavings. It's mostly just fried, you know, batter in the sauce. Basically, that's kind of what I expected, but I would have liked to see a little bit more beef. It is a decent sauce, it grows on me. It is quite sour. I'm assuming it's kind of like the sweet and sour sauce for the chicken. A little bit vinegary. The more I eat it, the more I actually do like it. It kind of reminds me of like buffalo wings in a weird way. It's just got that bite to it, that vinegary bite, which at first I just wasn't expecting at all, but now it's growing on me. I'm figuring it out. Not bad. Not too bad, although I stand with what I said. I want more beef, but maybe the whole point is to just eat crispy, saucy things. Spring roll time, there was an option for like something like 8 mini ones or 10 mini ones or just one big one. I don't know what's in it. Going in. All right. Point to American egg rolls. I don't think there are any options for meats or fillings. In America, you will get that. You know, I'll give me a, you know, pork egg roll. Give me some meat up in that. I haven't had one of those in so long. They don't have them in Korea. I'll just give it a little dip. Mostly what I'm getting inside is bean sprouts. Don't get me wrong, I like bean sprouts as much as the next guy, but yeah, American egg rolls over these any day. Try some soup. Chicken and sweet corn soup, very thick. I like the look of it. I can kind of see some strands and shreds of chicken in there, some corn. Maybe some egg in there. Yeah. It's getting hot in here. This warms you up real quick. This soup, it's so thick, it's like a porridge almost. It tastes like a really thick corn chowder, corn soup type of deal. I'm not getting any Chinese flavors or anything out of it. There's a good bit of chicken there. Nothing wrong with it. How much was that? £6.30. So if I were to go back, I wouldn't get this soup again. They had other various soups as well. I like a simple egg drop soup, which I didn't see on the menu, but I do love an egg drop soup. And that's all I really need. This tastes like something that I would want to eat when I have a cold, when I'm kind of sick. Anyway, moving on. Shrimp toast. What is this? I think this originated in Hong Kong, maybe. And you can see maybe some of those sesame seeds on there. It's, like I said, I think the whole thing is just deep fried, but there might be different methods to it. You can smell a little bit of the shrimp coming off of it. And yeah, basically we got pork over here. We got, well, beef over here. We got seafood, kind of, shrimp. We got chicken. And we got duck. We're basically covering all the categories, but prawn toast going in. If you like prawns and you like grilled cheese, you'd love this. I love me a grilled cheese sandwich. And it almost feels like there is cheese in here for some reason. Maybe it's just because the texture reminds you of a grilled cheese, or as you would call it over here, a toasty, probably. Not sure if you can even see that, but I mean, I don't know how they're doing it. I'm guessing they're like shredding prawns up and then putting it, I don't know, dude. How do they make this? But there's a lot of prawn right in there. And it's actually quite nice. And even if you don't like prawns, you still might like that. One of those deals. It's sneaky addicting. And then, like I said, I've never seen anything like this on a Chinese menu in America or Korea. So, yeah, this is a good one. All right. Oh, damn. Hold on. Sorry. I look like an idiot. I look like even more of an idiot. There's some crazy construction going on, or else I would open this. No AC over here. I've mentioned that before. Big time demerit. Let's try a chicken ball. Sweet and sour chicken ball. Forgot my mic was clipped on my hoodie. I apologize. Wow. Where'd I put that chicken ball? Here we go. That is pretty intense right there. That's a lot of chicken on the left there. Not as much on the right there. Hold on. A lot of batter. They always do, though. They always do. Chicken itself is real nice. I like these. They're like, they almost look like mini, fish and chips, because they're battered and fried like that. Now, let me just say real quick. We got sweet and sour pork is huge in Korea. So, and I've had my fair share of it. Obviously, I haven't had sweet and sour sauce in America for a long time, but I almost remember that being preferable to me personally over this. Yeah, and I can't put a finger on why. I would say that compared to American sweet and sour, this is more sweet and sour. The Korean stuff actually isn't really sour to me, it's more just sweet. But yeah, I would almost prefer, let me try this. Huh? It's not bad. This really is waiting for the duck though. Let me get into that right now. Duck. So I have had duck a few times. I've had it once at a Chinese restaurant in America, and it was terrible. It was really bad. And then ever since, I've never had duck at a Chinese place, I don't think, but I've had it at Korean joints. Maybe I have had it at a Chinese restaurant in Korea. I take that back. So we'll have a little bit of a reference point here. And if I'm doing this wrong, I apologize, but the duck meat, there's a good amount of it, although it does appear to be dry right off the first stab, but only one way to find out. A little dry. It's a tad bit dry. The flavor is nice. Let me just say it's nice. But the texture is definitely lacking. It's definitely dry. There's a good amount of meat in here. I wish it was just a little bit more juicy. And let me just say, it should be obvious, but this doesn't represent all British Chinese food. There's gonna be some, you gotta go here. They got the best duck even delivered. Or you gotta go there, but you know, it is what it is. Can't go everywhere, you know. Let me give it one more go here. Just going in with the hands, man. Don't at me. Little cuke, little leek. It's a bit of a shame because this one has a lot of potential. No weird flavors, like gamey flavors. Duck can be that way. It is just it needs a little bit more moisture. I don't know if there's a trick that you could, you know, moisten this back up, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's move on. Rice, fried rice, egg fried rice. It just looks like rice and not much egg compared to what I'm used to. It's definitely solid though. Good flavor, good texture. This would be a good pairing with pretty much all this stuff. I think if I could go back in time, maybe I would have gotten the sweet and I would have definitely gotten a black pepper or black bean sauce based dish. I regret that, but I don't know what I would substitute out because I'm definitely glad I've tried everything I've tried so far. Let's try one of these. You get a lot of hang time with these. They look like styrofoam. Yeah. Pretty much the exact crunchy munchiness that you would expect. The flavor very mild. I thought these might have more of a stronger prawn flavor, these prawn crackers, but honestly, it's minuscule. The amount of prawn flavor coming through. It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. A kid would enjoy these, you know. That's probably who they make them for. They're fun to eat. Personally, give me a fortune cookie. They don't have fortune cookies in Korea either. I think it must be an American thing, I don't know, but I love those things. I used to always look forward to cracking it open and reading my fortune at the end of my meal. And I haven't had that experience in a long time. None of my fortunes came true, but I probably had 2, 3, 4 bites of everything. Maybe more, maybe less on some. I'm full. It looks like I haven't even made a dent. God dang. Some definitely hit better than others. Some things I would definitely get again. Some things I definitely wouldn't get again. So I'm just kind of eat a little bit more. Well, first off, let me say that the only things that were really kind of familiar to me were just the chow mein and the fried rice. Everything else was actually different. And I mean, the haters can be like, oh, so you're comparing fake Chinese in England to fake Chinese in America and fake Chinese in Korea. Whatever, man. Anyway, I'm gonna keep, okay, well, I will say, I really did like this. And like, how much can you like a fried rice that's just plain? But I would definitely get these two again. Wouldn't get this again. The beef. I'd get these again, low key. These shrimp toasts. And this might be sacrilegious, but I feel like this is one of my favorite things in this whole meal. It's chips and curry, which It's not Chinese at all. Like what? Yeah. That doesn't really make any sense. Do like the ribs, although give it to me either just the ribs or make them boneless and then throw in all the other onions and vegetables and whatnot. Very tasty though. I would get these again for sure. Wouldn't get that. Wouldn't get the egg roll or the spring roll again. The mini version might be actually better. Might be a better ratio. Sweet and sour chicken balls. These are good though. The sauce is it's very sour. I could see many Americans who do like sweet and sour chicken not liking this style of sweet and sour sauce. But maybe I'm wrong on that. So maybe wouldn't even go back to that. I'd try the lemon chicken. I should have got the lemon chicken. But again, no room for it. I would want to try this again. I love the eating experience of this. We eat a lot of stuff like in Korea, like this. You wrap it up and then one bite it. This would be better in the restaurant, this type of thing. But since this is, takeaway food, I don't know. I'd like to try this a couple more times from different places and then make my final judgment. Because maybe, who knows, maybe it just is one of those things that's not made for takeaway, takeout, delivery, what have you. In the soup, I'd skip on the soup. Yeah, for some reason, I don't associate like sweet corn with Chinese food at all. Originally I'm from Illinois, so I know all about corn, but I love corn. Yeah, this is an odd one. It's good though. It does not scratch any itch I have when I am fancying a Chinese takeaway. So yeah, it's really kind of hard to rate things because some of the stuff that I like the most, I would never order if I'm getting Chinese food, like the curry fries. To be realistic, if I'm going back to this place, I'm getting probably either this or this, like a chow mein or rice, some kind of carb there. And then I'm probably getting the ribs, and that's done. So like this and this right here, this would fill me up. And so if you're thinking 100 pounds, that's insane. Yeah, this is an insane amount of food. I will give a point to the British takeaway. Originally I thought, I like that white container, the American style one, but the plastic one, you can put a lid on it and you can save it a lot easier, or save it a lot more freshly. Or I guess I should give some kind of definitive statement before it's too late. There is none. There is no definitive statement. And sometimes it doesn't have to be. It's just different. It's not better or worse. It's just different. So that's what I think. If you're only here for a week, you probably don't have to try the Chinese takeaway. If you're here for like a month, definitely worth a try because there's some unique things. Definitely try this. I'm just getting out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.